Hello, how are you? I hope you are doing well, you and your family. It's a beautiful day. You need to find your basics and enjoy it. The basics of life, your motivations, your inspiration is very important. We meet again, yet another day, a blessed day. Having me a tea, a beautiful black tea, you know. And it has this detox elements and stuff to it. It's good. Sometimes you get things that relaxes you, gives you that inner peace. It's very important. So today I'll be discussing some key things. Good morning, Dauda Adamu. I just found out that you're a pastor, which is good. Saying hi to all the beautiful people, both the malams and all the pastors on my page. My warm regards to you and your family. It's good that we maintain peace, use wisdom towards the transactions of positivity and preservation of humanity. It's very important. Habu Diko Angwang Hadiza, hello, how are you? My regards to your wife and family. Shaibu Abdul, how are you? How are you too? And all the beautiful people saying hi, thank you for joining me. So our discussion today, it's going to be mainly on, certain things that we see that doesn't kind of makes us have this stuntness as Africans, because we must find that basic line to grow and be global. So we will not be looked as primitive people with primitive things after slavery and after all what have you and all kinds of abuse, and that the leaders are still on the case of, still navigating that kind of slavery mentality indirectly. We have to find a way to abolish the aftermath of slavery mentality in our own regions and make us more of a global structure, more of like respectful figures. America had a change of leader because of indirect racism and direct discrimination and what have you, and yet we still have another battle around the globe. America is like the face of humanity, and at the same time many see it to be opposed in different directions. So if a black person can become a president in America, then we need to improve our sanity and our, and he's an African, half Kenyan, half American. So just like I am Nigerian American, we have a lot of people that they're half and half, but we need to make the best of ourselves in wherever place that we find ourselves. My discussion today is that I, as a female, we are the ones with wombs. We are the ones that bring the life gateway to life. I am not going to say I'm a feminist or something, but I need to make things very clear. Females in Africa, there are a lot of women, female gender, a lot of them in poverty along with youths. I try to be the face of hope at the same time to encourage women to have confidence in their natural state and what have you. People will wake up in whatever right or negative or positive or whatever, how they want to see themselves, and lash at you. You must find your own inner what. It's very important. I know men too struggle with confidence and with self-respect and what have you, but the most important thing is that it takes a toll. Africa, it's like people have forgotten the role of women in the society. People have forgotten the values of women in the society. People come on social media, they want to bully, they want to harass, they want to talk down, they want to talk nasty. They have forgotten they came in between a woman's leg in the most sensitive area. You were born out of a woman. So when you decide to take a piece or to take your negative action on a woman, remember your mother was a woman, whether she's alive or not, and you're insulting your woman. You're insulting your own mother. So I will encourage women out there, when you're giving birth to male child or even female child, remember to make sure that you put that home training values and stuff. It doesn't have to be what you love. It has to be everybody. It doesn't have to be respect for your family alone. It has to be respect for everybody's family. Meaning it has to be a structure in that brain. When you give birth to a male child, make sure that he respects a woman, because he's still going to get a woman to give birth for him, to make him a father, to make him more, valuable. And then when the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was also talking about women, he meant women and mothers. They mentioned women 3 times before they mentioned the dad. So when you are coming on here and insulting me and calling me all kinds of things, or insulting any woman in your life because you think that they are below you, or you think you can, even if you know that they are not, you can't look down at them, but you want to try. Remember, you're insulting your own mother. And you remember that you are disgracing your own mother. So when people come and you decide that everything you're going to personalize it, you look at foreign countries. Look at foreign countries. That's the difference I try to bring. How do you see them progressing? Their women are being respected. They have come the same boat. They have come into the same boat as you are. But they decided that it's not working for them and they have upgraded. And when you respect a woman, your society grows. You grow. But when you disrespect a woman, you become impoverished. Poverty inside and poverty outside. And you call yourself a religious person. How on earth are you going to be a religious person when you look down at other creations, or you look down at people, or when you think you're superior and you have forgotten that you have a maker, and you have forgotten that you cannot create, and you have forgotten that you're also on a trial and you have failed, but you refuse to understand that you are failing. So when you cannot lift God's creation, then it means you're indirectly not worshiping right. So when people claim to be religious to uplift God's creation, not to destroy God's creation. So that's why sometimes I chip in and out of religious things and stuff, in and out of it, because the hypocrisy is too advanced and too inhumane, to the extent that you see somebody doing an ugly thing, but you don't want to accept that is an ugly thing. You want to sugarcoat it, and then you bring this verse or you bring this quotation and you try to hide it, but the reality is that we are all humans, and if we cannot fix our own mess or try to make us better, then there's no need for you to try and reach out to someone in a negative perspective. So if you cannot respect a woman, then it means you can never respect your own mother, you cannot respect your own wife, you cannot respect your own daughter. So when the northern men decide that they want to take a piece at someone, you need to take a good look at your grandparents, the female versions, and your mothers. It's very important. And when you respect a woman, you're respecting your own mother. So respecting a woman will also take us a long way out of poverty, because poverty dwells a lot in women. It dwells a lot in women. And I am relentless, because it's because of my ideology and the way I think. That's why I can never allow such norms and negative things to be around me. And that's why I try to enlighten, to advocate on a positive dimension. But you are some are trying to fight it because they are benefiting from the illnesses in the society, even though some of it has contributed to criminality and designs and stuff in the society. If a woman has a fair share and opportunity and stuff in the society, and people are now, you know, encouraged. Some, they see there's no need for women to get educated. Some are seeing the need for their women to get educated. Some, they have become a widow, no jobs, nothing, you know, and which is terrible in the society. If the women are empowered in vast majority, and there is cash flow, money, opportunity, prostitution will reduce, many things will reduce, you know, and widows and stuff, you know, will find a way to cater for their children and stuff like that. But you are there looking down at a woman. You've forgotten that you might end up dying and leaving your own woman with her kids and stuff, you know, and you might, you might end up giving birth to a daughter, and you have all daughters. I have a friend that has all daughters, and he has been so notorious, you know. He always thinks he's superior, and the funny part is that he has all daughters, all of them daughters, you know. And later on he had to change, you know, he had to have that shift and change. So when you are busy out there, you know, looking down at a gender, you have forgotten it's that same gender that brought you, the only gender that can bring both male and female. I've never seen where a male child has given birth to a child. So we must learn to respect women, to have more wealth in our society, to have more balance and sanity in our society. And then women must also learn to train their children properly. It's very important, so that you don't give birth to a child that will end up disrespecting you and disrespecting other women. It's very important for women to be respected, regardless. It's very important. If you believe that you worship God, you have to respect women, regardless. You have no excuse not to respect women, you know, and vice versa. So we live in a society where hypocrisy is so high that they want to shut down people. They want to, you know, oppress. They want to bully, which is impossible. It's a global structure. People are so advanced. Look at our women when they go out there. You know, they do great. You are here trying to, you know, it's just recently that women are being given very slight opportunity. And we need more of opportunity. We need global opportunity for African women, and more of, you know, our Muslim women out there, to reduce a lot of things. You know, a woman, a mother, a wife, there are a lot of women who know that their children are doing illnesses and stuff like that in the society, you know, be it terror, bandits, kidnapping and stuff like that. You know, if given opportunity, they will find a way to, you know, turn things around. You know, even as I'm finding out there, criminals and stuff, a lot of criminals and stuff, you know, going in trend and stuff, you know. So we need to give opportunity, because when opportunity is being deprived, it creates a gap of criminality, and it creates, just like in the youths, unemployment in youths, it has created a vast majority of criminality and different structures of criminal trends and stuff like that. So we must learn to give opportunity to close the gap on criminality and to close the gap on certain things, and stop using religion to bring down people, because way back women have been in businesses, women have been doing a lot of things. You know, we look down at women in the society so much in the part of Africa, and you have no excuse to look down at a woman, because you owe it to a woman to respect. You owe it to a woman to have value, to have, you know, structure, to have everything. So when you come looking down at a woman, then it means you are really suffering from jahiliya character. And then you have the nerves to call other people all kinds of names when you are suffering from that portion of lack of know-how. So we must learn to uplift the women in our society. It's very important in all aspects, so we can come out into the global world positively and stronger. Look at how they are in the global structure. Look at how they respect women. They even forget about those days when they were trying to fight to balance the structure. Just check out Europe, how they respect. When I travel, when I go to Europe or I go to America, elderly men take out, you know, They take out my luggages. They help me out. Let me help you, ma'am. But in Africa, you just hear a bang. You hear a bang. Excuse me. Though, yes, there are some gentlemen, but really, we have to change. We have to really change. We have to have that psychology, that ideology of lifting our women so we can give them more, more boost for them to grow. Because when they grow, they complement the society. You can't do it alone. It's not a man's world alone. If it's a man's world, then God will have just created just male. So we must have a way to balance the situation. I have never spoken about this gender stuff, but I see that the insult mostly is because they're angry. They're angry that I am a female. That I am a female. Yes, I am a female. I'm a female. They talk about my breasts. They talk about everything. And you're fighting with your maker. I have to have a breast. I have to have the female structure. I have to. So it's amazing that some people, they take their anger on a gender. And, some might think one is a feminist. I am designed to be a female. But at the same time, it's a mutual respect. We have to respect each other. There's no book that says you should disrespect me and then I'll be looking at you like a king or a god. It's not okay. We are designed to have emotions that it's balanced. So we have to have this sanity. We have to have respect. And I believe in karma so much. You disrespect me, someone will do that to you and your family or your mother or your wife. The same thing. So I am setting the record straight now. You have to find a way to find respect for women in your society. If you're not used to, you have to start training yourself. It's very important because it's going to help the community out of poverty. It's very, very important. Looking down at women is not good. Looking down at youths in the society is not good either. And that's why we have poverty in youths and poverty in women. Because when you look down at a young person, you think he can't do it, you are creating poverty. You are supposed to give them opportunity. When you look down at a woman, you're thinking at her, you're thinking she can't do it, you're also creating vast hole of poverty. And that's how I look at the situation. We must learn to encourage women into the global structure so we can reduce the criminality, reduce the hatred, reduce the bigotry, reduce the animosity, we have to. It's very important. So when you are navigating and you're discuss this. This is how we're going to change our society. These are the things, how we're going to reduce terror, how we're going to reduce kidnappers, bandits, When you discuss things like this, you help your leaders, you help the people in the societal structure, in the leadership structure understand. I try to make the meaning of the situation, of the reality. So let them know that they need to give opportunity to people, to youths, to women, so that they can reduce the criminality in the society. Because a criminal might end up stealing to try and satisfy a woman. But when a woman is given opportunity, she tells him, no, we don't do that kind of thing. Let's try to make it better, and then two can play together. But when it's just one person, she becomes powerless, So she encourages the criminal to go ahead and become a criminal. Majority of people sometimes steal because of women, because they want to meet up to certain things. But when you empower the woman, then the criminality will reduce. So I'm talking to the leaders, I'm talking to the supporters of the leaders, I'm talking to the followers of the leaders. Learn to respect women, learn to respect the youths. It's very important. This is what I have for you today. Don't go about encouraging people to insulting my result to criminality, because when you don't have anything else to contribute, what else? You just insult, you just sit down, insult, think negative, dine with the devil. You bring this quotation from stuff to your own selfish interest, not to the interest of the masses. So we must find a way to balance the structure and the reality around us. It's very important, and I'm glad that I'm touching a lot of people's lives. I'm happy that I'm reaching a lot of people, about 1.2 million within this weeks that I have been able to interact with. That's what it says, that's what Facebook says. So I am happy that I'm reaching out to a lot of people, and I'm interacting with a lot of people around Africa. You know, I think that having this skin, we need to do more. Having this you know, setback, knowing that we have gone through a lot as Africans, we need to step up. And then the young leaders have to know that we need to do things better too. You know, don't go into the leadership structure thinking that you have to have the most expensive cars and what have you. You know, you have to have the most expensive innovations. You know, innovations is what attracts people to your own countries. That's what attracts Dubai to the world. You know, so you must be innovative. You must be thinking globally. Now you have to stop thinking like a consumer. You know, we have to reduce that structure of consumer thinking. So these are things that I try to, you know, enlighten people to understand that we are due for growth. You know, many people are going further every day, innovating things that has to do with health structure, health innovations, food innovations, technology innovations. We are just sitting down there waiting for iPhone 15, iPhone 13, you know, Bugatti, Ferrari, Gucci, Versace, Louis Vuitton, and you are flaunting it when your village people are there, no water, no road, no person to be encouraged to innovate. You know, we need to have more labs, we need to have better health structure, we need to have good sense of leadership thinking, that we can command the global structure too. You know, we're still at receiving end. We're still like, you know, thinking primitive. We have to upgrade from thinking primitive. You know, just you having all the collections of billions of dollars and stuff because you have looted, that doesn't make you great in the world. You know, what makes you great in the world is for you to be able to touch lives, to change the thinking of people, to upgrade people, let them have decency in their lives before the end of their tenure, before everything becomes vanity. So you have to impact, and that's why you see Europeans are doing it, Americans are doing it. They impact directly into the lives and structures of the people. So we must learn to do that as Africans. And that's why I'm here today. It's not about you looking down at women. Women are changing the world. You are also benefiting from when you came out from the host of a woman. 9 months, you don't know whether she had back pain, hip pain, stomach pain, all kinds of pain, body pain. You know, she went through hell, but you are now out of her body. You have the guts to insult a woman. So you have to stop that ideology. That's the Jahiliya ideology for people who think they have the guts to look down at women. It's not okay. You're suffering from poverty of the heart, poverty of the mind, poverty of education, everything. You have to start thinking differently. We have to start thinking differently, giving respect to women, giving respect to youths, because that's where the poverty is sinking. So these are the things that I have for you today. I hope I make the best sense for you, that you can impact you and your family. Learn to groom your children, your sons, your young male child, for them to grow up to respect women in the society, because they will end up being with them. I don't know whether they are going to be gay or lesbians or whatever. That's your business. But the most important thing I know, that you have to learn to respect. Respect is reciprocal. Respect is mutual. You have to give respect. It's very important that you design your son to respect women. He came out from a woman, because the ideology of Africans, they think the male are superior. You know, in the Holy Book, it says we are spiritually equal. We are spiritually equal. You know, yes, you people are strong, you are stronger. You know, there are some women too that they are strong, but you are stronger. Vast majority of people of you are stronger. But that doesn't mean that there are no women warriors and stuff like that. You know, so stop looking down at women. Stop, because that's poverty. We're creating poverty. So let's try to make the situation better. You have a blessed day, you and your family. You can share, contribute, you know, and let's just keep the world going on the positive stage. One love to you and your family, and peace. Bye-bye.